Well, if you're looking for something fun to do, and while you're having fun, you're going to be supporting a very worthy cause from Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey, an excellent organization and one of SCAN's most valued community partners. Stay tuned. You'll find out all about this great opportunity. Stay tuned. Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to SCAN FYI. Well, my special guest this morning is Fran Pannella. Hey, Fran.
Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning. You know, Fran, always a pleasure to see you. And I'm going to let you introduce yourself because first, let me just say, Fran is always involved in many different activities to her credit. So today we're talking about a specific activity that she's involved in, but you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everyone what you do.
Well, thank you so much, Andrea. Again, everybody, my name is Fran Pannella. I am the Director of Caregiver Support at Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey. I know that's a mouthful. And what that is, my role there is to oversee our dementia support and respite programs. So that includes our Alzheimer's respite care program, which it's one of our programs that started about 20 years ago in Ocean County, and we are now providing those same services in Monmouth County. We began in Monmouth County maybe, 5 years, going on 5 years. The time goes by very quickly. And what that is, it's the near and dear to my heart program that we do. It's kind of what drives this entire process that we're going to talk about. And that's where a specially trained volunteer goes into a home that we have matched with them of a family living with a family member that has Alzheimer's disease or some other form of dementia or chronic illness, so that this is a homebound family, a daughter, a son, a spouse, any other partner that is caring for somebody in the home without support 24/7.
Right.
And the need for resources and support, and particularly feeling comfortable to leave the home because one of our angel volunteers is spending 2.5 to 3 hours in this particular home week after week after week, thus developing a relationship with the person that's ill with dementia, developing a relationship with the caregiver who trusts them as they become their shoulder to cry on, non-judgmental, just friends, so they can get out of the house. And we say, I don't care where you go. You may have something to do. You may want to use it to do errands, but you can go to Starbucks and just sit for 2.5 hours, or to the library, or go for a walk. Or some who live in retirement communities maybe can go to the clubhouse again and play bingo or get involved in your someone was a dancer, a tap dancer, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just for them to get out. And it could be that they can't get out. Maybe they just need to get into their bedroom, take a hot shower, a bath, or take a nap, or read a book, or watch a movie alone. So that's what it's all about. It's been that basic flow for the past, say, 20 years. And it's a very, very vital part of Caregiver Volunteers. Out of that sprang another wonderful program that I started called Connect Through Music. And this, again, is serving families living at home that someone has Alzheimer's disease or other form of dementia. Again, we match them with a young volunteer. Now, this is an intergenerational program.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the other side of it where we are teaching empathy and volunteerism to a student that has to visit with a mentor, an adult mentor. They're usually their parent, or in a small group, maybe in an adult daycare center. And over time of weekly visits, this young person learns all about this person with dementia. And you're wondering, how could they do that? Well, we help them. We have a whole training workshop so that they can kind of understand. We encourage connection, human connection, learning life story, which is vitally important, and the music that surrounds that life story that we all have. And I use the example of myself. If I hear a Beatles song from the 60s, from their first album, am I me now? And I'm not going to say how old I am. No, I am where I was when I heard that, on the floor in the living room with the phonograph in front of me, with the Meet the Beatles album on the floor, looking at Paul McCartney, singing every word to every song. And if I hear one of those songs, maybe I haven't heard some of these songs in a long time, I know all the words and I am teleported back in time. That happens with someone that has dementia, even if dementia is so advanced that maybe this person isn't able to speak properly anymore, or find themselves and they feel lost and not themselves. The right song just hits you, brings them right back, feeling that sense of self. I am who I am, maybe talking and singing words. And this, by the power of a young person, the empathy and the empowerment and the life-changing experience that happens each time. And I'm talking about this now with the lump in my throat because I get to experience this often, and it gives me such drive and joy to see that a family member sees their loved one happy, singing, maybe even talking about something, remembering things that they hadn't remembered in a long time, and being themselves for that time period. So that is that's what's driving this event that we're about to talk about.
Well, because music has the ability, I feel like nothing else, to transport you to another time, another place, like nothing else. And yeah.
And there was a film, and I'll just show you the card. If anybody ever seen the film, it's called Alive Inside. And this is the inspiration for this program. And it's more than for our Connect Through Music, we call it that because we really feel the biggest importance is that it brings connection to family members. It brings connection to a young person and an older person. It brings connection to the person with dementia, not only just remembering the song, but feeling like themselves again. One of our newer matches that we made, actually my mother is the volunteer who's 101, and after her 101st birthday, she has the feeling that she wants to do something that's meaningful. And I've been bringing her weekly to visit a woman that they both speak Italian. And the person with dementia, when my mother comes to the house, I think she sees her as a guest into my home and treats her in that way. And they listen to the music and look at wedding album pictures, and she changes. Her family has told me, oh my gosh, we haven't seen her that way. And I think it's brought her a sense of self, who I am, So that's, to me, when we see that, it's really the biggest impact that I see out of it. So,
now, of course, for everyone who's listening out there, Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey, I will put a link up on in the comments and whatnot. So if you want to reach out to them, look at their website, get all the info, you'll have no problem doing that. But now, Fran, you've got a special event coming down the pike. And of course, it is music related. How could it not be? And so why don't you tell everyone about that? Because I think this is going to be a pretty awesome evening.
Well, yes, it is going to be an awesome. I love the way you said that, because I would have used the same words, Andrea.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Yeah.
Next Friday, the March 25th, the first Friday in the spring, right? The first Friday of spring. It is going to be held at a unique place in Bricktown called Town Square at the Jersey Shore. And which is not a usual venue you'd think of a big event or a music happening.
Well, first of all, you know what, Fran, Town Square at the it sounds like it should be a mall location or something.
Well, that's I like the way you said that, mall, because when you walk in, it is a replica of a 1950s shore town. It is 12,000 square feet. During the day, it is used as an enrichment center for adults living with dementia. It is amazing. There's a classic car in there, Rosie's Diner. I can't even explain how wonderful it is. It's almost like a Disney World experience when you walk in, because it's replicated wonderfully. Like, it's not just a facade of a storefront or a room. If there's a game room with a billiard table and poker tables, there's a theater with a real theater. Rosie's Diner looks like Rosie's Diner. So it's really, really unique. It's wonderful. We have 2 bands coming to play music from, what we would all think, what did we do when we went out on a Friday night, way back when at the Jersey Shore. So those are the songs that are going to be being played. We have a wonderful menu of bar food by JBJ's Soul Kitchen in Toms River. They're our caterer for that, which is fantastic. We have all sorts of like boardwalkish treats. We have beer and pretzels, and beer is from Carton Brewery, which is all of anybody that's doing anything is all shore related. Shore
That's
vendors.
awesome too. I like that. Yeah.
Rudy's Lane is in Belmore. They're doing these wonderful gourmet Bavarian pretzels and homemade Italian ices. We have a local all about desserts chef making us homemade saltwater taffy and fudge. We have, well, of course, you have to have fresh lemonade, with lemon so that you feel like you're at the shore. We just feel like we want everything to feel that whole feeling of, a really fun night. We have an air hockey game people will be able to play because the space is that big that you can actually have air hockey games. It's just really going to be fun. We have free now the price is $25. For that, everything is included. So you don't have to bring any more money. You don't have to buy raffle tickets. We have 2 free raffle prizes for anybody walking in. And those are also special because longtime supporter John Leadersdorf of Lake House Music Academy has donated a month of free music lessons and a big bag of, their gear.
Wow.
And, and Clarizio Music, which is a small record store in Point Pleasant, gave me a great double album of Southside Johnny's that he had, and Southside signed it for us. So that's going to be the other raffle prize. So everything that we're doing kind of has a little bit of a shore feel, and we really want people just to come, enjoy themselves, maybe for a few hours while you're there. You have a nice cold beer, you have your lemonade or whatever, you enjoy those pretzels, and the menu is going to be fantastic with things like pulled pork and chicken sliders and macaroni and cheese, like all really fun stuff there too. And maybe we can forget a little bit about the sad things happening in the world right now and help some people.
It's first of all, the town square at the Jersey Shore, as Fran said, is a most unique location. I think it's worth just to see it. And I'll put a link to that as well, because you can get a preview if you look at their website. Very unusual. And of course, while you're having fun at this event, you are supporting a very important cause.
Oh, absolutely. The money that we raise that night is to support mainly our dementia related support, our respite program and Connect Through Music. Yeah, and something new that we started also, and Andrea, you were part of this, dealing with dementia. It was a workshop that you and I did at SCAN, right? Yep. So we became certified, and we're still doing that, and we offer that to our respite families, where there's this unbelievable, beautiful guide that helps somebody as a tool in their daily challenges of life with dementia. And I will go to the house of one of our receivers and go over this. They get to keep the $60 guide, and I'll spend 2 days with them, helping them go through it and see how it can help in their particular case. So that's just another thing. And we keep thinking of new things. We have a new initiative coming up. Hopefully it has to do with activity boxes that for one of our receivers, we might create based on their life story, their preferences, their hobbies or whatever about them. We'll give them a nice little activity box that they can use. Either our volunteer while they're there has something fun to do, maybe looking at an old Yankee catalog if they were a Yankee fan, or baseball cards, or something that has to do with that person's individual story. So those are the kinds of things that this helps me create and do more of. Yeah.
So if you're listening and you're thinking, well, I don't have dementia, no one in my family has dementia, well, good for you. You're fortunate today, but you never know what the future holds for you, for your family members, for other friends. And it's always good to support a really important, worthy cause, especially one that does such important work in Monmouth and Ocean County. I think for $25, you're going to go out, you're going to hear music, you're going to get to eat and drink and have a fabulous night. You're going to see a most unique location, very unusual. I don't know that there's anything quite like this anywhere else.
This actually, Town Square this is only one of about 5 in the country. They've just opened a new one in Princeton. And I believe the first one started in California. So if you look up Town Square, and I think they build each one to kind of mirror the community that they're in. So the one at Jersey Shore is not going to be the same, maybe look exactly as Princeton or as
Right.
whatever's happening in San Diego or wherever it is, right? They change it up a little bit so it's familiar to people. Yeah.
So let's see, this event is, what time is it? It's 7 to 11 p.m. on Friday, March 25th.
Correct.
And tickets are only $25. That's really quite the bargain for a great night out. And Fran, how do people go about getting their tickets?
You can just come right onto our website, caregivervolunteers.org, click on the event tab. It brings you right to, all the details are on there. Easy PayPal. You can just click and get your tickets. Yep.
All right. In fact, I'll put a link. You'll see a link. If you're watching, you'll see a link up there for a caregiver. You can just go right on their website, buy your tickets. I think you're going to have a great night out. I'm excited to go myself. I think this is just, it's going to be a good night. And you know what? Right now, who doesn't need a good night out?
Yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
It will be very nice.
I'll be happy to see you there too.
Mm-hmm.
Have to dance to a song together.
Oh yeah. This is going to be fun. Live music, which I always love. It's going to be a lot of fun. So again, March 25th, 7 to 11. Buy your tickets. You will have a great night out and support a very worthy cause, a very important and worthy cause, because you never know when you might need the services of Caregiver Volunteers of Central Jersey. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So Fran Pannella, thank you for being my guest today.
Oh, Andrea, thank you for having me. It's nice seeing you on this.
My pleasure. And I will see you on March 25th.
Great. Oh, thank you. See you then.
Okay. All right, everyone. Remember, if it's important to you, it's important to us. I'm Andrea Tarr. We'll see you next time on Scan FYI. Bye, everyone. Bye, Fran.
Hi, Andrea.